Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Isha, and today I wanted to talk about some of the videos that really helped me rethink what I mean by experimenting and what I wanted to do ahead in life. So I think we're surrounded a lot by productivity culture and to do things in a way that makes sense or do the safe thing, but honestly life that way kind of gets boring and also repetitive. So, I kind of want to live a more interesting life, or I at least want to be open to trying new things. And these are some of the videos that I watched that helped me rethink my mindset regarding these things. So, the first video is you do not need a 10-year plan, you need to experiment. And this is, I'm going to link all the videos down below, but this in this video, the speaker basically says that uh, we are too focused on kind of you know following along a certain script or trying to be productive and trying to do things in a very certain way, and that often leads to burnout. Instead, she says that we should follow along the path of our curiosity and also keep our ambitions high. And that way, we might be doing things we're curious about, but also be doing them in an achievable way and making our life more interesting in a way that could avoid burnout and that could actually help us explore what we want to do. I think the video was very long, like I think over an hour. So if you want to watch the entire thing, it's linked down below. But some of the concepts that I liked is the scripts we follow in life. So first was the sequel script, where we do the next thing because this is the previous thing we have done and we feel like that is going to make sense. Like if you have done a certain degree, we must do a job next, or we must do this next because that's the thing that makes sense. And the second script is the people pleasing script, doing what we think people around us, our parents, our friends, society admire and accept. And the third script is the epic script, that no matter what we do, we must do it in the most ambitious and big way. Otherwise, it's no use doing them. And she kind of points out how all three of these scripts, in their own way, are flawed. Instead, she proposes that we conduct small experiments in our life by observing things, then questioning them, and then conducting a small experiment to maybe answer our question or to explore our curiosity in that area. And once we do that, we might come up with three solutions, right? Or whatever answer we get, we might go forward with three paths. First is that we will persist, in that we will continue doing what we are doing. Second is we might pause it, that we might leave it. And third, in the sense that we might get something from it, but we might also reevaluate what we are experimenting with or what we're exploring and be like, might want to take a different path or choose something a little more different. I think she focuses a lot more on our mindset and the scripts, and she even talks about what it is within us or in the environment around us that could stop us from leading this more experimental lifestyle. The second video is a TED Talk by David Epstein, and here he basically so he talks about how in a career, so this is more career related, but he takes an example of, I think, um, so we have this common idea that once you do like deliberate practice for like 10,000 hours, you are going to get really good at something and you are going to get career success. But he kind of questions that model where it is so linear, right? Where it focuses on start something early, practice a lot and enough, and then you're going to be like really good at it. And to some extent that is true, but I think he also focuses on, experimenting more, exploring more things in your earlier days, so that later on, if you want to specialize in something or focus on one thing, you kind of have already done that exploration, and then you kind of settle on this one thing, right? And also he kind of normalizes and emphasizes how it is very common to have a lot of detours and pivots in your career, in your life, before you get to a point where you do something that you are known for, or something that you might be an expert at. And the third and the last video that I'm going to mention in this is The Art of Failing Well, and this is also in the YouTube channel Big Think. So I included this because a lot of times when we experiment and when we are exploring, what happens is that we fail, or we make mistakes, or we come across roadblocks. So I think this video talks a lot about our mindsets that we have while we are living life, while we make mistakes, so that when we go ahead, we learn from them and do not get into a space where we are unwilling to try again, or we shame ourselves and we label ourselves failure. One of the very important things they say in the video is, how do you differentiate yourself from your mistake, right? There's a difference between I made a mistake and I am a mistake. This failed and I am a failure, and how to distinguish between the two. And they emphasize on this concept of forgive and remember, where you forgive yourself for your mistakes, but you remember, so you learn from your mistakes. So this way you are, not attacking your self-esteem or your self-image, but you are learning from your mistakes, so that in the future you do not make them again, or you can actually progress and be brave enough to try again and again. And I think this is kind of the summary what I wanted to say from the three videos. If you want to watch all of it, I have linked all of them down below. And let me know how you felt about this video, or if you have watched any of the videos I mentioned. If there is anything more you would want to add, comment them down below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.